cup of tea isn't exactly the most urgent thing to do right now, but at the same time, this lovely old man from 500 years ago has been through
I'm back. The internet cut out, and I was like, oh, drat.
I'm also feeling very
No,
nostalgic.
I see you've listed all the Hashira. And then, talking about Nezuko getting out of the box for the first time and Zenitsu simping over her. That was, yeah, they really make Zenitsu out to be like a pathetic character, but then he's so likable. And they also give him so much room to grow as a character too, with like, not learning, but like, crafting and honing his skill. His one skill. I think I missed 2 balloons and I can't go back. Or maybe I could go back with him. Nezuko-chan! When Nezuko was getting out of the box and then he was going like, you mean to tell me that I took a beating so that you could get the girl? You didn't tell me there was a girl involved. Like everything like that. Where are the balloons? I'm missing 2 of them. Nezuko-chan. Nah. Thunderclap and Flash. I got some from the mall. In the mall near me, they have some brick figures. And so I got Lego minifigures. They're like knockoff Lego. So they're like, I got these Lego minifigures of Tanjiro, Nezuko, Zenitsu, and Rengoku. I got them. But it's so funny. Oh my gosh, I'm lost. I have Funko Pop of Gyu. Oh, is Gyu the guy I was talking about, where he has like he's pretty much the first one, he's pretty much the guy telling all the other Hashira that Tanjiro is good, right? That Nezuko is Nezuko could be a good demon. Yeah, that guy. Ooh. He's pretty cool. I like him. The water Hashira. Got it. What's your favorite demon? I think when I think of favorite demons, that drum demon that when he hits the drums on his body and it rearranges the rooms, he stands out as a cool demon. There's always the spider demon too, like the one that's like, oh, I want a family. I was fun to ask you that too. Oh, he is cool. Yeah. The spider demon Zenitsu was fighting against was crazy. He had all those like baby spiders, and then he was like basically torturing Zenitsu with like, you'll turn into one of those spiders too. And then Zenitsu's like, what? Are you serious? Why can't you just leave me alone? Will you marry me? I gotta have a wife and kid before I die, because I'm gonna die a demon slayer. It was crazy. And Shinobu had to save him. Yeah, Shinobu was her name. And a butterfly. No, Zenitsu is crazy. Sometimes like, I think about how far they take him, how far they take the joke. And it was like when they were at the Hashira's place after that spider attack, and Tanjiro and Inosuke were training with the girls, right? And they come back super tired, and Zenitsu's like, "You're telling me that I have to go through that training the next day?" And then the next day at training, he's watching them go through the training with the girls, and he's like, then he pulls them to a side, and he's like, "Why didn't you tell me there were girls training you?" It's like, and then he's like laughing as they're like pulling at him and massaging him. I don't know. It's like, whoa. Doma is fun, but not Upper Moon would have to be Guy, Torio, and Daki. So I've only watched up to the train arc. After the train arc, I haven't caught up because I watched it on Netflix, not Funimation. So I don't know that far. Uh-oh. He purposely failed it. Sorry for spoilers. I don't know the names, so I'm good. I don't know what's happening. Upper Moon would have to be Gaitario and Daki. And you like Doma. You got Crunchyroll. Netflix says, oh, we have the latest season, but then they only put on the train arc, and they're way farther, so Netflix is behind. So you're caught up. I'll probably catch up on it, in time. I don't know when, I can't give a date on when I'll catch up on it, but as far as the show is, I like it. The arc. So did you finish the train arc? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I finished the train arc, so I know all the way up to the end. When it ends with Tanjiro going like yelling at that demon running away. I'll tell you, it's not fair. Us demon slayers, we fight all night trying to get you guys, and you guys never come out during the day. Rengoku's death was so sad. Yeah. Oh, I miss Rengoku. And he was saying, so yeah, you were talking about the Tanjiro's fire dad dance. And I do know about it. I have seen that part. That part showed up so far. And Rengoku was being like, listen, I don't know what that dance is, and I don't know your father, but I do have this lead that you can go off of, and he gives it to him, and he's like, he's trying to be inspirational even in his death, telling Tanjiro and everyone else, like, you could do it, I believe. I sincerely wish that your sister is able to become human again. Which is so different from his introduction, because Rengoku was introduced at, like, he fell asleep, right? And then he dreamed that the three of them was like, oh, you're so cool, big bro! And they all started flying around him, and I was like... So, like, what he thought of them was, like, crazy. I was like, whoa, what happened? I had respect for them, and then now they're like, oh, you're so cool, big bro! And I was like, thrown for a loop there. Rengoku. Bro, Inosuke saved the whole anime by telling Tanjiro he was awake when they were fighting the demon that makes him sleep. That was a crazy fight. Yeah. I forget who Inosuke was, who told Tanjiro he was awake. No, that was so sad. You know, the train arc, I watched it as a season, so I watched it episodically. But it was, even though it was released as a movie also, but that was so sad. When Tanjiro was like, he thought he woke up, and he's like, oh my gosh, my siblings are alive, my mom is alive, and Nezuko is human again. And then he has and the only way to escape the dream is for him to slice his own neck. Inosuke. I'm back after that controller flip. He did not want to leave. Yeah, that was so sad. They were torturing him. And it even gets sadder when it's like, when the demon decided not to make it a pleasant dream. And so it was like Tanjiro's father coming back, or mother, and being like, you failed us, Tanjiro. What were you doing? Sleeping while we were all getting slain and murdered? And it's like, oh, jeez. Running away from them, and his little siblings were just, where are you going, big bro? It's like, yeah, that's exactly how it was going down. What's super crazy about that is that Tanjiro is suffering from, like, severe trauma in his dreams. Like, He is being brought through the ringer from that demon. Meanwhile, Inosuke and Zenitsu is in his own dreamland, being like laughing, like ha ha ha, ha. Let's go, Nezuko. I'll carry you across this. I'll carry you and swim you across. And then Inosuke being like, yeah, let's go kill this spider demon and stuff like that. They did not have any serious dreams like Tanjiro. Sometimes I think about that with Tanjiro, and that leaves an impression. Has to commit unalive to come back. Yeah. Inosuke, don't fall asleep because he got boar helmet. Inosuke is my favorite character. I like him as like because he's like that. He's like, anything you can do, I can do better, Tanjiro. And then also with that boar helmet, it's just like so convenient, and for him is like, they can't look. They don't even know where to look me in the eye. Inosuke is he has a high energy, and I'm all for it. He has good energy, and he's going for all of, yeah. He tries to one up everybody. Yo, you know what was crazy? What's crazy is that Inosuke was right from the beginning of that train arc when he was like, oh, this monster, we have to fight it. We have to fight this beast of a creature. Inosuke was right. He was correct from the beginning. That's what's crazy. He wasn't crazy, everyone else was crazy. He was correct from the beginning. Even though it came from like maybe the wrong place. But then like he was correct. I want Inosuke's voice actor to voice a character in this game. We need Bryce Papenbrook to come in Genshin Impact. I don't know who he would voice, but I would love his character immediately. Because he never saw a train. Technically correct. He doesn't know the trains. It's funny that Zenitsu became the competent guy there too, I guess. I don't know, the strict guy there, because like Tanjiro also never saw a train, so Tanjiro was also going up to the train being like, oh, what a magnificent creature, I wonder how just it works. And then Zenitsu's like, oh, seriously, you don't know what a train is either? It's just a train, come on, we have to get on the train, we're gonna be late. He already got a voice actor. He should voice Razor, but he already got a voice actor. I imagine Bryce Papenbrook voicing Razor. That would be crazy. Yeah. It's so gross.
Sucrose, we're here!
I don't know.
Traveler, Paimon. I only just arrived myself, so I'm still getting ready.
Because they're both wild. Razor and Inosuke.
And Kale just passed by a moment ago. She said she had some things to sort out at the inn where she's staying, but she'll meet up with us when she's done. Apparently, Tainari and Saino both went out, but she stayed behind because she wanted to help us.
Understood. How's progress been on your end?
Not too bad. After reviewing it again with fresh eyes,
They both lie.
I came up with a new theory which seems to hold some water. I'll attempt to explain it as simply as I can. I believe that each of the 4 things in the prophecy refers to a different field of knowledge. So, in a way, the prophecy is a test of the
Okay, I'm
reader's
thinking Demon
intelligence.
Slayer. I have Demon Slayer on the mind now. So you know that one demon? And to phrase it in not a weird way, it's a demon that's a girl and she has 4 arms. There's that demon, right? And she fights along with the other demon that has arrows as his attack. So whenever we refer to the 4-armed girl demon, we should refer to her, we should refer to her as the demon with 4 arms. The girl demon with 4 arms. But what we've called her for like a while is, oh, it's a demon, the girl with balls. Because like, that's her weapon, she fights with balls. The ball girl, yeah, that's what we call her. The girl with balls. That demon. We have no good name for her, she's just the girl with balls.
But it's unlikely for any one person
That's
to
what
have
I call
expertise
her,
in all
yeah.
these different areas.
Ball
So
girl.
I suggest that we seek
The
out
girl
one
with
expert
balls.
from each and get their
Man, that
opinion.
demon was crazy. Can you imagine fighting the girl with balls? You really think I'm gonna call her her name? Yeah, I don't know her name. She's just girl with balls.
Also, in 2 out of the 4 areas, the prophecy seems to want us to find specific people. It may even turn out that the people themselves are the
And she started
answers.
playing kickball with Nezuko. Nezuko just goes like, Just, I don't know, she can't speak,
So
but
it
she like
sounds
makes the
like we should
noises.
put our heads together and list out the people who can help us.
Exactly. I think we can go through each riddle in turn and generate 4 groups of names to match the 4 questions.
That makes sense.
Alright, then let's start from group 1. The first riddle was, a flower that is not of this world.
I only call her Daki and Doma their names. Then Muzan is Michael Jackson. Yeah, Michael Jackson.
Personally,
Oh, I saw an
I would still
okay,
go
so I'm
with
not
Albedo
usually
for
on
this
social
one.
media, but I saw an
alchemy is the
Instagram
most
post
likely to have to do
for
with
Demon
otherworldly
Slayer.
things, and he
And
is
it
by
was, like,
far the leading
literally, it
expert
was,
in this
like,
regard.
it was the water Hashira and Tanjiro speaking, and they were being dubbed, and it's Tanjiro being like, "You're telling me that?" He's like, it was like water Hashira being like, "Tanjiro, I have something to tell you. Nezuko, your sister is a demon." And then Tanjiro being dubbed like, it was a bridge. That's what it was, and he was being dubbed like, "I knew it! My mom, I knew she was sleeping with demons. I know she slept with someone else. My mom slept with a demon. That's how come I have so many siblings. I knew she cheated on my dad with a demon." And that was so funny. And then he's like, "You don't get it," says the water Hashira. "I'm telling you, there are other demons out there, and one of them is known as Michael Jackson." And it's like, Michael Jackson's a demon? And it's like, yeah. You count as an expert too, you know.
Exactly!
The
You're
Michael
creator
Jackson
of the
demon.
Tetrapanic sweet flower. Who knows? Maybe that's the flower we're looking for.
Huh? You really think so?
Oh, but what about Tainari? He's a forest watcher and knows all about plants. If it's a flower we're looking for, maybe he's the man for the job.
Alright, I'll add him to the list as well. On to group 2. This subject is
A guide who
a
will never
guide
get
who
lost.
will never get lost.
That's kind of abstract. Does it just mean someone who never loses their way?
Wait, but they have to be able to guide others too. So it's not quite as simple as that.
When you're done with that event completely, when you go to a certain statue of the 7, you can get to see Klee and Mona interact. Ooh! That's awesome. And it's pretty cute, because she tries to be nice to her, but she can't, because it's too hard to be nice. And they talk about Dorako. Oh, nice. I gotta see that. Mona and Klee. Perhaps an astrologer then.
Oh, you mean
Mona? Mona?
Yes, she definitely counts.
Mona's in this? I am the great astrologist Mona Magistus. And I have a song prepared
Mona.
uniquely just for you.
Yes, she certainly seems very confident.
My money
And
don't
she can
jingle
use her
jingle.
astrology
It's
to guide
gone,
people.
gone.
Would Bennett count?
Huh? Why him?
Well, his luck's so bad that as long as you go in the opposite direction from him, you'll always be going the right way, right?
I see. I suppose I can't argue with that logic.
Mona. Yeah.
Add him to the list. Finding everyone won't take long, so one extra person won't hurt.
I know. Would Outrider Amber be a valid candidate for this category as well?
It's so sad for Bennett. This is basically like me and my siblings talking about making teams in Genshin Impact. Oh yeah, we could put Bennett on, we could put Mona on, we could put Amber on. And then
Yeah, she would. She's
the
got
3
a
of them
great
making
sense
their
of
own
direction
Genshin
after
Impact
all.
team.
As a matter of fact, when the Traveler and Paimon first came to Mondstadt, she was actually the one who gave us directions.
Yes, she's certainly a good guide.
Is there anyone else?
Let me think. Yes, I believe there may be one more. Albedo once made a set of equipment for Mika from the reconnaissance company.
No,
He's
Mika.
their surveyor, and an exceptional pathfinder. He's even instructed others in the discipline of surveying before. So, in my view, he's highly unlikely to lose his way, and would be very good at helping others find theirs.
Cool.
When people say Outrider Amber, I'm just like, it's Amber. Yeah.
Wait, Kale should have been here by now. Wonder what's
Outrider
taking him so
Amber
long.
reporting for duty.
Sorry, could we continue our chat somewhere else?
Oh, you wanna go see how she's doing, right? Sure. Let's all go.
Cole and Sucrose's friendship is actually pretty good. I don't know why, but they seem like a good pair. Talk to Cole. I want to pull for him. I might try to snipe him off the banner and not get Ayaka. Ooh. And you said your pity was like 30 pity? You have a chance. You have at least 15 wishes before you reach the half point for low pity. It gets better through the quest. Very risky though, yeah.
Hi, Kale. Hope we're not intruding or anything. Is everything okay?
She had like a moment of like shock.
Sucrose, I was preparing some stuff.
Oh, 14 pity. Yeah, you could probably get him. Yeah. Their relationship.
Is it time already? Oh no, I'm sorry.
Cole seems to be wrapping gifts, and now she's frantically trying to hide it. I wonder who they're for.
Don't worry. The Traveler and I only just met up. We were just worried that you might get lost along the way, so we thought that we'd come get you.
Thank you. I'm ready to join you now. How's that thing going?
Sucrose tells Cole about the 4 riddles and the results of your
So let's
discussion.
pick up where we left off.
Next up is the third line. One who would never lie. Anyone spring to mind?
Maybe D-Luke?
You really think so? Seems like it would be pretty difficult for someone in his position to avoid having to lie.
Ah, yes. His secret alter ego, the Dark Knight hero. He must have to deny it if anyone asks. In that sense, he has a complicated relationship with the truth.
Then what about Kaya? He's the cavalry captain.
Kaya? Does he not lie?
Figure, but... You think there's something fishy about him too, huh?
Cause you're never guaranteed the 4-star you want. I saw this YouTuber try to get C6 Toma, and he had to pull 236 pity. Yeah, true. I was trying to get Florazon, and I wished so much, and I didn't get her. That was the same with Goro a while back, when he was first around. And Kujosara, I wished so much for Kujosara and didn't get her.
I can't help but agree with you there. There's the tone-deaf bard. But on second thought, he wouldn't qualify either. He talks way too much nonsense. Is there anyone else we're missing?
Acting Grandmaster Jean? She has a good name in that regard, but from what I know, she
We're talking about who tells the truth, and you're like, you know what? Come to think of it, everyone here is liars.
For example,
Everyone here is a compulsive
when Lisa
liar in
loses track of
Mondstadt.
time in the library
I ain't got
and
a lot of
misses her patrol
characters.
shift, Jean will come up with some excuse,
yeah.
like Lisa's ill today. Also, she sometimes makes up stories to get Clea to behave, like the one about the big monster that comes to catch naughty kids who don't go to bed on time. Do you think that rules her out?
White lies are still lies, but do we really have to reject her because of some harmless fibs? It's not like she had evil intentions.
This prophecy seems very strict.
No, we're the ones being strict.
Rosaria doesn't strike me as the type of
Bro,
person to
Lisa
lie.
needs to calm down when she's climbing. Yeah. Lisa. Like, goddamn, what are you doing to that wall? That wall is getting it on.
Oh, Kale, you probably haven't met her yet, have you? She's a sister from the church who
Lisa's
looks,
so funny.
a little scary and not very sociable.
What gives you that impression?
She stopped by the alchemy bench once, a long time ago, and asked me about Albedo. I thought maybe she was trying to find him for work or something. But when I asked, she just said that she was curious about him because he was so intelligent and wanted to talk to his assistant to find out what he was like.
I headcanon, by the way, with Lisa. I headcanon if you... Okay, I don't know how weird this is. I headcanon that if you sleep with her, she'll call you by the wrong name. She'll call you Jean. Because one of her good morning lines in the game was, "Good morning, Jean. Oh, wait. You're not Jean. Sorry. I was thinking of someone else." And it was so funny. "Give me a minute. My brother is sleepwalking. Give me like 2 minutes." Alright. Yeah, go take care. I thought maybe she was trying to find him and talk to his assistant.
A lot of people might have given a more tactful justification, but I could see in her face that she wasn't trying to hide anything. She was just very direct and straightforward. That's why I don't think of her as the lying type.
Rosaria doesn't look like the sort of person you'd want to get into a fight with. Maybe she just fights her way out of situations that some people might lie to get out of.
I can definitely see that. I've also heard the other sisters say that Rosaria doesn't even make excuses when she skips choir. She just doesn't show up.
She's a tough cookie, huh? Let's put her name down.
In that case, I think Sino fits in this list too.
Ah, true. Lying's probably more trouble than it's worth for someone like him. Kinda like with Rosaria. Oh, and Paimon also nominates Razor. Bet he couldn't lie to save his life.
I've also got someone else in mind. Noelle, the trainee knight.
No, they're dropping all the names.
Person. I don't think she'd tell a lie.
Alrighty, write her name down too.
Wait, there's one more person. You know, our long-standing staffer at the alchemy bench.
Huh? You mean Timaeus?
Yes, him. Truth be told, he's been love-struck recently. He swore that he wouldn't say a dishonest word or slack off until he succeeds in getting the woman he loves.
Timaeus has a crush?
Yes, that's right.
Well, who is it? Do you know her?
I've never met her. All I know is that she's from Liyue. Timaeus says that she's fun, has a great personality, and is very, very good looking.
All great qualities, but that says nothing about her identity.
Alrighty,
I'm back.
Helping Timaeus
They've been dropping a lot of names
was
on that
also one of my goals for
Timaeus
this
love
Windblume
struck
festival.
But how can we help with that?
I don't know. Make sure he uses nice paper and a fancy envelope when he sends letters to her. Help him pick a nice gift and wrap it properly.
Sorry, he sleepwalks a bunch, but it's okay. I'll just bring him back to his room. Oh yeah, no problem. Take care of your brother.
Yeah.
No, let me stop you.
I had the same situation once in the Avidia Forest. I helped another forest ranger out by delivering a love letter to the coworker she likes.
Yep, that sort of thing exactly. Oh, also, I helped him with some of the groundwork for one of his research projects. He must have appreciated it, because he gave me a refrigeration device that he's been developing as a thank you gift.
Is it any good?
I mean, it looks nice.
Sounds like a no.
Alright, guess we'll put Loverboy down on the list then.
Okay, so last of all, we have a legend that never ends. Anyone come to mind for this particular line?
Lisa, perhaps? A librarian understands books best, and aren't most legends written down somewhere?
Not necessarily, but you have a point.
When I think
Saw
about
him in the
legends,
kitchen, and I looked at his
fairy
eyes, and I
tales
was
and
like,
picture
oh,
books come to
not a
mind.
good place to sleepwalk. Ooh.
Maybe Kale. She read a lot of fairy tales when Tainari was teaching her to read.
Oh, do I count?
Of course you do. I'll put you on the list.
Are you eligible for this one, Sucrose?
I prefer to read things like an illustrated analysis of alchemical substances and their uses, the fascinating principles of crafting, and hypotheses of life.
Point taken. Paimon didn't quite understand any of those.
Klee might be a good choice. Her mother, Alice, is a renowned traveling author, so I'll bet she's been exposed to all sorts of myths and legends.
Sucrose is a nerd.
Alright then, Klee makes the short list.
Well, That should just about do it. Next up, we should go and ask the people on the list about the prophecy.
Do we have to ask absolutely everyone on the list? It seems like a lot of people.
It is. So, I was thinking that perhaps we should split up. That might make our search more effective.
Okie dokie.
Also, I've thought of a method of gathering feedback.
Sucrose shares her idea with everyone.
No problem. We can do that.
You and the Traveler are practically
I don't think
joined
Klee
at the
would
hip.
lie either.
So
I
you
think
two
she
can
would
go
be
together.
too scared to.
I'll
But she
pair up
does
with Klee.
sometimes when she actually blows people up or stuff up. Yeah. It's like, oh, that's not a bomb. That's my snack. It's like that. But she always tells at least someone. Yeah. She could tell Kaya. She and Kaya hangs out a lot, I feel. And then they lie from Jean. Capable Koale and sensible Sucrose.
Okay, I promise I'll help. Capable Kale. Yeah, I got this.
Rest assured that the unbeatable Traveler and Paimon will do our part too. Off we go.
She quoted Bennett. Off we go. Off we go. Razor too. Razor too. She always tells at least someone Razor too. Yeah. That Bernie girl. Yeah, I forget. When Red Bernie girl. When he talks about Klee.
I plan on starting from the person with the most defined stronghold. So let's go to the library. Lisa should be there.
Stronghold. That's an, interesting word to use.
Maybe Den? No, that's even worse.
How about layer?
Lair. Whoa, they're just giving me Sucrose and Cole. That's kind of cool. I like this part with Lisa. Find Lisa. Lisa!
Here we are. Lisa's lair.
Oh no. That was a bad word choice. Now Sucrose is using it. It's all my fault.
That's so funny.
Lisa, might I ask if... Huh?
Lisa's lair. The gang rolling up on them.
Sucrose. Kale. What are you doing here?
I'm something of an intellectual myself.
I can only sucrose that they were Kale-ing on someone. At least that's as far as I know.
What? I can only sucrose that they were Kale-ing on someone. At least that's as far as I know. I can only sucrose that they were Kale-ing on someone. At least that's as far as I know. I don't get the sucrose part, but everything else I'm liking. Calling and at least I and Sino. The gang pulling up. Lisa is least. I can only sucrose that they were... I can only sucrose that they were calling on someone. At Lisa. That is as far as I know.
Oh, please, just stop it with these puns. I beg you. Are you trying to win worldwide fame for unfunny jokes?
So close, maybe. Yeah, so close is probably correct. So close, sucrose.
Is Lisa not here at the moment?
Surprising, isn't it? She went out. I'm afraid it's just us here looking for information.
Except me. I'm not here for information. Like you, I came here for an abortive search for the librarian, who is also my academia senior.
Well, that makes sense. That means Tainari.
Oh,
Academia.
So you studied in the same darshan as Lisa?
I like that Lisa has a connection to people in Sumeru. That's so funny to me.
That's right.
She has her Sumeru.
Her
outfit.
mentor in Sumeru was also my benefactor. We were both Spontamod students.
Oh,
Wow.
they're colleagues.
That's cool.
Colleagues.
But wait, we're getting sidetracked. We came here to look for some information.
Whoa, that's cool.
Kale
says
and I are
Sucrose.
investigating a prophecy, and we were hoping you all might be able to help.
Oh? What sort of prophecy?
Sucrose and Kale take turns explaining the prophecy and the information that they compiled with the Traveler.
I see. You want to ask them about the flower that is not of this world, and me about the one who would never lie.
It's so funny how they think Lisa can be in the library because she's a librarian and can't go anywhere else ever. Yeah.
But there's no rush.
She has to
You don't
be
need to
in the
answer right
library.
away. We're just here to tell you about the situation. You can take your time to think it over and submit any thoughts you have in written form to the Sucrose mailbox.
The Sucrose mailbox.
The Sucrose mailbox?
Yep. I was thinking about it on the way. And although they seem like trick questions, there's a lot to mull over once you get down to the details. A quick answer off the top of your head might not go into enough depth. So, I decided to place a mailbox next to the alchemy crafting table. Everyone
Kale
can
does
submit
not
their
look like
written
she
answers
has
there
a
when they're ready.
nose. Yeah, sometimes I look at their
We
faces
don't
and
have
sometimes
to
they
call
just
it the
don't have
Sucrose
noses.
mailbox, though. It could just as well be called the Sucrose and Kale mailbox. Or
The Sucrose
even
and
the
Kale
Sucrose,
mailbox.
Kale, Traveler, and Paimon mailbox.
I think in this case, we can just go with your quick answer off the top of your head.
Sounds like a good solution. Certainly more reliable than verbal discussion alone.
Agreed. Certainly when it comes to discerning whether someone is a liar or not,
W
you
name.
cannot simply take them at
The
their word.
Sucrose and Kale mailbox.
Understood.
And the Traveler in
Once we've had a
Paimon.
look into it, we'll place our replies into your mailbox.
Thank you all so much. Okay, let's tick them off the list and carry on working our way down.
Already done.
I'm pleasantly surprised to see those two introverts getting along so well.
Do you get the feeling that Kale's return to Mondstadt has emboldened her more contrarian side?
Yes, I'd noticed that too.
Traveling and meeting old friends are both good for the body and soul. And isn't rediscovering one's youth while revisiting old haunts a worthwhile pursuit?
I don't know what it is, but something about these guys hanging out. And like, it brings me back repressed memories of something.
When I
I
first
don't know
met
what
Kale,
it is.
she'd
It's like
never
deja
known
vu
happiness or youth.
of times that I miss. But I
things are
don't want to go
different now.
back to.
Her Elazar being cured was a huge milestone in her life.
Kale is a very sensitive and introverted child. I'm sure you must have noticed that too, Albedo. From the time she's been in my care, I've observed that she's actually a very lively character by nature. But she had a very rough start in life, and it changed her.
So, might I assume that your respective claims of looking for plants and artists in Mondstadt were just pretexts?
I wouldn't say that. Both Kale and Genius Invocation TCG are very important to me.
Would it really kill you to just say yes in this situation?
Fine. Yes, we came out of concern for Kale. She's been back to Mondstadt of her own accord several times, but it has led to no significant improvement in her mood.
I feel like these people would never hang out. They're so different. I feel like running. No, I'm kidding. Quoting Amber, but I feel like that. Like, I could believe that they hang out. Like, Sino and Albedo get along, and then like Sino already is friends with Tainari. I would imagine being in Albedo's position is the most awkward, because then you're like, oh, these two guys are already friends, and I'm walking up and joining their friend group, and like, you know, I'm trying to like make conversation. I'm like third wheeling almost.
Well, it won't
But
hurt to
he
give her
pulls it
some more
off.
time. I believe that Sucrose might be able to help her.
Sounds like an extension of your own self-confidence as her teacher.
You could say that. In a similar vein, I've heard that Sumeru scholars often build their social
Gotta
relationships
hop off for
based
tonight
on their
because I'm
academic
very
ones.
tired. Because I had
Is
work
that
today
true?
and I've been chilling here for a while. You have fun completing this quest. Thanks for stopping by. Don't feel like you have to stay up all night with me, but thank you. Good night. Have a very good night. Good night, Cade. Get some sleep. Bye. Bye.
I suppose it might look like that from your perspective. Sumeru society is something of a special case. The reason it is known as the City of Learning is because all of its resources are in some way linked to academia. As such, academic resources equate to social capital. It is not unheard of, for example, for people to build a family in order to pursue further studies. But the relationship between the three of us is not an academic one turned social. We've never even worked on a paper together for starters.
Oh, so the academic paper is the nexus of the academic family. Interesting.
I would think of us more as siblings. An equal and pure relationship, unaffected by academic considerations.
As much as I'd prefer not to admit it, that statement is not inaccurate.
I can understand that position. I have a younger sister myself, and it's only natural for me to be protective of her. What you describe fits the idea of a city of learning, as I imagine it. The family is where all social relationships intersect. As such, a family founded on common goals may actually be more stable. By the way, who's the eldest between you?
Let's not go down this rabbit hole, please.
In terms of age, I'm the eldest, of course. He just doesn't want to admit it.
But your mental age is younger than that.
Whoa.
I dare say even by enough to be the youngest sibling. Perhaps I could bring Kale into this happy family to be your elder sister.
No. You will never see me admit to being the youngest sibling. Except perhaps as a last-ditch effort to turn the tables in a game of cards.
After bidding farewell to Sucrose and Kale,
Guess we'll leave Kali and Sucrose to it. Fingers crossed all goes well for them. Now then, where should we go first? Let's try our luck at the bulletin board, shall we? A lot of people tend to show up there at some point in the day. Maybe we'll get lucky.
alright. Traveler doesn't speak as much. Years ago.
There are so many. Nice! Just as we hoped! There's a load of people here. Huh? Even Lisa's here.
Hi everyone, long time no see.
Hey there, Traveler and Paimon. It's been a while. Have you...
We've been doing pretty well.
Skipped him.
You look
Cut him off.
surprised, cuties. Is it because of me?
Yes.
Teacher is not at the usual place.
Oh, please. It's not as if I'm glued to my chair. I like to get out for a little fresh air every once in a while. Mika's here today, so I thought it'd be a good time to introduce him to Bennett and Razor. They're all out and about quite often, so it's helpful for them to get to know one another.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mika.
No, his voice and his entire demeanor. Hi, Mika. Nice to meet you. Mika, coordinate of Clear Frost. Mika, frontline land surveyor of the Knights of Favonius, is a cautious and somewhat shy teenager. Mika is a member of the Reconnaissance Company, a dab hand at handling various problems during operations. Mika takes on responsibilities including mapping the terrain, setting up tents, starting fires for cooking, etc. That's what Mika does. In addition to his surveyor duties, he also helps out with the logistics. Do not underestimate these tasks. Without sufficient logistics support, the entire company would not be able to function properly. As the helper behind the scenes who constantly watches everyone's back, Mika is undoubtedly a pillar of the team.
I look forward to working with you.
No need to be so formal. We've known them for ages. They're cool.
Windblume. Fun?
Actually, we haven't gotten to the fun part yet. We've been busy investigating a prophecy.
A prophecy? What kind?
A good one or a bad one?
Gosh, that all sounds quite fascinating.
I can't believe I made it onto your list of names. You really think I'll be able to help?
Believe in yourself. Right. Believe in yourself.
No.
You're a first-rate adventurer,
His
Bennett.
voice.
Okay, then in that case, I'll step up and present my thoughts on the matter. Except I forgot I'm not really good at organizing my thoughts. Oops.
Oh, there's no need to tell us all of your thoughts right here and now. Sucrose said she'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench, so you can just write down your thoughts when they come to you, and drop them there.
A meticulous and efficient plan. Yep, that sounds like sucrose.
I will think also. Give me some time.
You still have other people on your list that you need to go see, right? We should leave you to it. Don't worry about us. We'll drop off our letters at the mailbox as soon as we're done.
Okay, bye for now. Let's head over to Star Snatch Cliff next. Maybe we'll be able to find some people there. And even if we don't find any familiar faces, you can see really far from up at the top. Maybe we can find people that way.
Aw, you're working so hard. Do be sure to get some rest when you can. If you get tired, you know you're always welcome to visit me for a break and a cup of tea.
At that moment, Sucrose and Kale arrive at Stormbearer Mountains.
Where to next? Let me check my notes. Huh, this way.
Got it. Kale, please follow me.
Talk to Soraya. Ooh, everyone's hanging out here.
Oh, it's our lucky day. There are several people over there.
Amber? Wow, and Eula's with her too. Oh, it's Sucrose! And Klee also spies. The girl with the long scarf.
Kale, we were just talking about you. Ah, right, I don't think you've been introduced to Noelle before. Kale, this is Noelle, maid of the Knights of Favonius.
Nice to meet you, Kale. I missed you the last few times you were in Mondstadt, so I'm glad to finally meet you in person.
Oh, nice to meet you too, Noelle. My name is Kale. But you already knew that.
Relax, you two. There's no need to be so courteous. We're not on some kind of diplomatic mission here.
Klee, what are you doing here? Are you planning to blast some fish?
Nope. Klee's on patrol with the other knights.
Huh. Now that you mention it, It looks like everyone here's a Knight of Favonius except for Kale and me.
I'd heard that there was a very young knight in the rings, but it's still a surprise to see with my own eyes.
This team. Oh my gosh.
Kale, what do you do? I'm a trainee forest ranger in the Avidia Forest. Trainee? It means I'm not officially a fully qualified forest watcher yet. I'm still learning.
Oh, you're just like me. I'm still working towards becoming a fully qualified knight.
Technically, though the distinction is hardly relevant right now. This isn't a very formal patrol. We're just chatting.
Don't panic, Kale. Just pick a topic and join the conversation. Don't panic. Whatever you do, don't panic. It's just Amber and her friends. There's no need to be nervous.
Let me guess. Were you chatting about the new guests in town?
Yup. A few folks from Sumeru have come to visit, so we're brainstorming a few nice surprises for them.
Amber!
Sorry, at least I didn't say anything about what the surprises are.
Oh no. How am I supposed to join this conversation now? What do I say to that?
Speaking of nice surprises, we've actually had a fairly big one recently.
What kind of surprise? Tell me! Tell me! I'm saved. Secros is giving me a lead-in. Now, I just need to follow on from what she's already started talking about.
Sucrose and Kale tell everyone about the nice surprise, namely the prophecy.
I have no idea what the answers could be, though.
So essentially, you're gathering information to help you solve the riddles, correct? I'll do my best to help.
Thank you so much, Eula.
Anytime.
There's no need to answer right away. We'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench for people to drop us a note once they've thought of something.
I'll drop something in there for sure.
Nice idea. I think we can all commit to writing a note. We'll see what we can come up with.
Yup, don't worry. You can count on us. But we do have to finish our patrol first.
What route are you taking today?
We started in the Stormbearer Mountains, and we'll end at the city gates. You'd be very welcome to join us, but it sounds like you're pretty busy with all this.
No. There's always next time. We'll join up with you after we're done working through this prophecy.
Oh, yeah, so, we'll be on our way
I'm surprised Sucrose isn't a knight.
See you later. Have a safe trip back.
Are you okay, Kale?
Was it that obvious?
No, not at all. It just looked like you had something on your mind.
So that means it was obvious.
Whatever's bothering you, you can talk to me about it if you want. I'm happy to help.
Thanks, Sucrose. Well, the truth is, I don't really know how to act around Amber and the others.
Really? I thought you two were good friends.
We are. Amber's a really important friend to me. I don't know. I guess if I'm being completely honest, the problem's probably with me.
No.
The first time I came to Mondstadt, I was really immature. I didn't want to let people in, and I was generally pretty awful to everyone. Amber was the one person who didn't give up on me, and if it wasn't for her persistence, I wouldn't have found a friend at all. Without Amber, I might not even be here today. And because of that, I really look up to her. I think of her as my role model, and hoped that maybe one day, I could learn to be like her. But after trying and failing for several years, I think I finally realized. I'm no Amber, and I never will be. Looking back, it seems silly that I ever thought like that. We're nothing alike at all. My personality's so... weird. I always get so anxious and I overthink everything.
Aw, Kale. Don't say that.
Sucrose? Would it be okay if I told you a bit about my past?
The two girls come to a stop at a place with some lovely scenery. No, continue, yeah. As the breeze picks up, Kale tells her life story from her childhood to her recent recovery from Alizar. So good.
I already knew bits and pieces about her, but still, why did she have to go through all that?
I'm sorry. We've only just met and I'm already dumping all of this on you. This is why I get so frustrated at myself. I'm always doing this. I get into a spiral of self-doubt, and then I end up having to find somewhere to vent it all out.
No, it's fine. I'm really glad that you're willing to tell me all this. People don't open up about their deepest feelings unless they really trust the other person. Don't you think? At least, I think it's kind of an honor. And, I mean... You've probably noticed by now, but I don't have the best social skills either. I always just end up talking about the things I'm interested in, and going on and on. But even so, you still listen to me when I talk my head off about alchemy. It's a relief to listen to you talking about yourself for once. If you hadn't told me all of those things, I never would have guessed that you struggle so much. Honestly, I feel like we're very similar people.
Really?
Yeah. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. I certainly do. All the feelings that you talked about just now. I totally get it. It takes so much more effort for us introverts to fit into a crowd. When you were saying about how you try to think about what to say in advance, and you're constantly terrified of saying the wrong thing and making things awkward, I relate to that so much. Oh, and also that part about studying under a genius. In fact, before meeting you, I'd never met anyone who seemed so similar to myself.
Oh.
I'm not very good at giving words of comfort or anything, and I'm not gonna tell you to just get over it or stop worrying about it. How about we just sit here for a little while? We don't have to force a conversation if we can't think of anything. We can just sit here together.
Sucrose has stopped talking, but for some reason, this doesn't feel awkward at all. Maybe she's right, and we're more similar than I realized. In Sumeru, I always like to find a quiet place to just sit and watch the scenery, but it's always by myself. I never thought there'd be a day when I could do this with someone else by my side. Mondstadt's breeze is so gentle and soft.
Hey, Kale. See that cloud over there? Doesn't it look like one of my test tubes?
I don't think so. Sorry.
Then, maybe we're not quite on the same wavelength on everything. At least, not when it comes to looking at clouds in the sky.
Thank you, Sucrose. I feel much better after talking to you.
Yeah, it helps a lot, doesn't it? I also vent to my flasks sometimes. The next time I get the chance, I have to show you my Tetratanic Sweet Flower and my Tetratanic Windblume.
Your Tetra... what?
2 of my favorite things I've made. They're really cool. I think you might like them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you'll definitely have to show them to me sometime.
I brought some crackers with me. You want one? There's cheese flavor or tomato flavor.
Where are you carrying these crackers? Just in your open pocket?
Sure.
I'll try the cheese.
I'll try the cheese one.
Their friendship is great.
Oh, look! They're enjoying the scenery together.
Coming up from behind.
Shall we go play with them?
No, it's fine. Let them sit for a while.
We're not what Kale needs right now. She needs a new friend. Someone different, who's never met her before.
I want to form this team.
Is there a difference?
There is. You'll understand once you're a little older, Klee. People can draw different kinds of strength from different kinds of friends. And right now, Kali needs someone that's just not the same old me.
Can't believe Eula drinks alone. She has the nights. On the other side, the cold wind sings shrill across the face of Star-Snatched Cliff. The below.
Ready for reconnaissance.
Outrider Amber, reporting. Clee can help. Oh, how exciting!
I saw the signs, and it opened up my eyes. I saw the signs. My eyes, I see the signs.
Star-Snatched Cliff! We made it! Paimon hopes we find someone we need here.
Help! Oh, I beg you, please don't let go!
Whoa.
Who's that yelling? Let's hurry and take a look. Timaeus? And we also have Rosaria and Mona? What kind of mishmash ensemble is this?
Good question. What kind of a motley crew is this?
It's been a while, Traveler.
Greetings, everyone, and happy Windblume Festival.
You two are looking pretty good. I trust you've been well.
Yep, we're definitely faring a lot better than this poor guy on the ground.
Hey, please don't rub salt in my wound. I really have been trying my best.
Oh, you're one to talk. If this sister hadn't grabbed you in time, then you'd have been seriously hurt, if not dead.
I know. I really am grateful, miss. I can't thank you enough.
Don't mention it. Just lending a hand.
Quite literally. And had she not lent him a hand and pulled him up, he would have gone tumbling down the cliffside.
What's up, Mona? What happened to you?
Almost fall off the cliff?
Well, so what actually happened was I came to Star-Snatched Cliff today to pick some flowers and ran into Mona on the way. She took a look at her scry glass and advised me to turn back because it would be dangerous.
But you still came up here anyway?
Well, yes, I did, because there's something I just had to do.
Oh, I hardly think
flowers.
giving flowers to your crush is worth throwing one's life away for.
It's rare to run into someone with a death wish in this area.
I don't have a death wish. I just didn't think it would really come true. I mean, when Mona said it would be dangerous, I thought I'd be fine as long as I watched my step cautiously. I'm sorry, okay? I was wrong. I'm telling you, I'm just here chasing the love of my life. Love-struck Mondstadters is what the Windblume Festival's all about.
Okay, that explains you. But why is Rosaria here?
I was looking for a quiet place to escape the crowds. I wasn't planning on having to save a life along the way.
So that's why the scryglass just showed danger instead of fatal danger.
Very funny. Anyway, Traveler and Paimon, what brings the two of you to Star-Snatched Cliff?
Just trying our luck. We've got a lot of people we need to see today, so we've been all over the place. Actually, you're some of the people we were looking for.
Huh?
You tell them about the prophecy, the information gathered so far, and the mailbox.
So, all we'll need to do is find some clues, make a note, and drop it off at the mailbox?
I can't believe there's a prophecy like this, let alone that I have a part to play in it. Oh, I guess this means everyone will find out about my crush now. I came here because I wanted to give some Cecilias to the girl I love. They'll really suit her. She's...
No one asked.
No,
Please,
no.
do not subject us to your gushing about your girlfriend.
Oh, you saw right through me.
You said you need clues, right? Well, in that case, Mona Magistus the astrologist will provide you with a personally handwritten letter. Just wait for it to show up in your mailbox.
You can be on your way now. We won't keep you any longer.
Alright, then let's head back for now and meet up with everyone else.
Bye for now, everyone. Timaeus, please try to stay safe.
Will do. This is all so embarrassing. Thank you both.
Go to the alchemy crafting bench. I saw the signs, and it opened up my eyes. I saw the signs. Movie, I saw the signs. I saw the signs, and it opened up my eyes. I saw the signs. Cola and sucrose.
We're back! Oh, but it looks like you two beat us.
Welcome back. Did everything go well?
Yep, we managed to find and talk to everybody.
We got back a little early, so we took some time just now to put the mailbox together. We got really lucky today. The vendors were feeling super generous, so we didn't even need to pay for the materials. It's just a shame that Kale got a splinter.
Don't worry about me. I'm used to working in the rainforest. I get splinters all the time. I've already taken care of it.
We've already wrapped up everything on our to-do list for today. So, all we need to do now is wait for everyone's letters to arrive. Traveler, Paimon, why don't you get some rest while I keep an eye on the mailbox?
You're definitely your master's student, Sucrose. As long as you or Albedo are around, Paimon can relax and know that everything's taken care of.
Stop. You're embarrassing me.
Wait. Actually, there's one thing that still needs taking care of. Paimon's starving. Hey, Traveler, you wanna get dinner? Your treat.
Alright, I guess I'd better go get Paimon some food.
I'll go with Sucrose to return the leftover materials to the vendors. You two, go get a proper meal. We can't have anyone going hungry.
Yeah, now would be a good time for a break. Once everything is ready, let's meet up here again and collate all the information we've gathered.
Ooh, who is this person? They got the drip. Go to Good Hunter. Ah, it's the next day already.
Paimon will have this one, and this one, ooh, and this one.
Hear that? It sounds like Mora pouring out of my wallet.
Hey, Paimon's really hungry! And don't forget, Paimon's also ordering for you, too. It's not like Paimon's gonna eat everything by herself.
Now that Paimon mentions it, you realize you, too, are ravenous. The two of you stuff your faces.
Ooh, Paimon is super full.
It feels pretty good to just relax and take the scenery after all that great
Is everything
food.
packed up and ready? What do you think about meeting up at 5 to go to my house?
Yes, everything's ready. I've packed some great wine and smoked ham. Oh, your parents will love it.
Ham? Look, we've known each other for quite some time now. Don't you think it's been long enough for you to remember that we only eat bacon in my house?
I must remember to get some milk today on my way home. Please, feel free to pay a visit to Cat's Tail anytime.
Enjoying the scenery?
Oh, Tone Deaf Bard! Are you here for some food as well?
Should we order something for you?
Oh, I can put something on your tab? Well, that's a pity. I already had a few drinks before coming here. I shall take you up on your kind offer another day. There should be no shortage of opportunities in the future. Anywho, you should be getting ready to thank me. I come bearing good news.
What kind of good news?
Behold!
It looks like a paper with a simple map and something like an incantation on it.
What is it?
It's what you need the most right now. The answer to the prophetic puzzle. Simply head to the location marked on the map and you'll find the lantern you've been looking for. However, if I were you, I wouldn't just go and reveal the secret right away. As you've seen, a lot of people have been laboring hard to uncover the answer. A secret is like a well-aged brew. The aroma from the bottle is sweetest when revealed in the company of friends.
I understand.
Well, then it's settled. I'll leave you to your business for now. Feel free to find me for a chat again once you're done working through the prophecy. Also, if you have some time, we could organize another fast-track love poem class.
Oh, you're starting that up again?
I sure am. Nobody else has signed up this year, though, so the duty to learn falls on you. Anyway, see you later.
Venti always looks so relaxed whenever we run into him. Paimon can't help but be jealous.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, could I chat with you for a moment?
Oh? Who are you?
You may call me Scarlet. Just like you, I'm a traveler visiting Mondstadt from another land. Mind if I buy you a drink?
I'm not drinking today, but thank you for the offering.
Leaving the door open for another time, I see. I can tell that you've dealt with a lot of people during your travels.
You can tell? Well, we are very experienced adventurers after all.
I can. That's why I tried to strike up a conversation with you in the first place. I was on my way to go shopping earlier when I overheard your conversation next to the crafting bench. From what I could gather, you are trying to investigate a bizarre prophecy?
Yep, bizarre is definitely the word.
Don't you think it sounds just like the kind of story that would happen in Mondstadt? Anyway, that's why I wanted to ask you a favor. If and when you manage to unravel the answer to the prophecy, could you let me know what it is?
Are you interested in it too?
Not so much the prophecy itself, but Mondstadt as a nation. That's what I'm interested in. I was born in a distant land, but I have family and friends who once lived in Mondstadt for a long time. They said that it's a great place full of fairy tales and romance and recommended that I come for a visit. As it happens, someone I know has an anniversary coming up soon. So I figured this would be a good time to come here and see all the sights that she once saw.
What do you think about Mondstadt so far?
It certainly lives up to its name as the city of romance and freedom.
We think so too.
So, about the prophecy.
No problem. I'll let you know if we find the answer.
Thank you. You're very friendly. It's been a real pleasure to meet you. I'll leave it to you then. I hope you continue to enjoy the city and have a wonderful day.
She definitely isn't dressed like a local, huh? Where do you think her hometown could be?
Please find me a flower that is not of this world, and a guide who will never get lost. Find me one who would never lie, as well as a legend that never ends. I never thought I'd have someone secretly following me, even in a free city like Mondstadt. Good day to you, miss.
She looks so tired. A riddle amongst the crowds. Okay, I think my audio is still being captured, but that was pretty cool. I like how Genshin Impact starts doing more stuff with started doing more stuff about the Traveler. I might end the stream here, because Act 3 might be a little while. Your friends have promised to provide clues and new ideas to solve the riddle. You expectantly await at the agreed upon time, planning to convene and go over all you ever learned with Sucrose.
It's time! It's time! Let's go meet Sucrose and Kale at the crafting bench!
Alright, I'm gonna call it quits here. I could save Act 3 for later today, but I only got like a couple... only have the rest of today to get it done. So, good night. I gotta call it quits.